point your guns in the wrong direction.
I've been staring at the ceiling of my basement, count tiles while I'm higher than the spaceman. There's no fire when you're drowning in a deep blue sea. Sun glaring through the window on my face, I'm dead tired and I'm running out of patience. This ain't how my life's supposed to be.
Good afternoon, Community Portrait Project. Here we're in New York at the No Kings protest. We're trying to get a feel, a pulse on New York and how they're feeling right now. And we're going to interview many different people, get their perspectives, and see what's going on in New York right now.
Hey, I didn't mention this in that short intro, but just for a bit of context, this event is the first we'll be covering in a series of videos we'll be making for the CPP as we travel around the country on a 2-month trip, capturing events like this and people's unique stories. Okay, now back to the video.
Liar! Boylan's a liar! I'm bisexual, okay? I think Cuomo's gonna win. Cuomo's gonna win this race. Lindsey Boylan's a liar because, like I said, she was the one of the people that weaponized by those people right there to get Cuomo out the door. That's what's happening.
I'm Hannah Stoss. I'm an organizer with 5051 New York. I, kept all of our partners in touch. I made sure that all of the logistics for all of the various teams that you're going to see today, we're in touch between press and art and music and chants and everything in between.
I'm assuming you've seen the fallout from the downtown LA protest. Do you have any fears about that as an organizer, like things getting violent or stuff like that?
Yes, definitely. I really hope that the NYPD respects our right to the First Amendment. They have in the past, but we have over 200 trained security marshals here, a dedicated de-escalation team. We're really set up to make sure this is peaceful, non-violent. That's our goal.
Do you think the National Guard will have any place to have in anything that's happening in New York in the past couple of days?
I think that the sending in of the National Guard was Trump throwing flame on the fire that was already happening in downtown LA as a result of his own policies. He wants us to be afraid. He knew about these protests. He wants people to be scared to come out and say something. But clearly, we're stepping up 15 minutes early right now because the park can't hold enough people. That's why this is happening. We weren't supposed to step off till 2, so clearly we're not going to back down, especially not in New York City. While he's parading tanks through the streets and thinking it makes him look powerful, we're showing him what power looks like. And also, it's kind of a perk that we get to take the news cycle away from his birthday. As a man with a somewhat fragile ego, as we've seen, I can only imagine he's not going to be happy when my protest is headlining the news instead of his silly little parade that's paid for with our taxpayer dollars.
We will not bend the knee to a wannabe king. We will bend the arc of history towards justice.
Say one thing to America right now, what would it be?
You're pointing your guns in the wrong direction. It's not the immigrants that are taking your jobs away. It's not that there's too little for us. It's that at this moment in history, we have the greatest wealth gap in the history of the world. And that wealth gap has concentrated most of the wealth into the top 0.001% of the world's population. They run every lever of power in the United States government right now. It's not the immigrants, it's not the artists, it's not the educated people, it's the billionaires who are stealing your wages, who refuse to pay you a decent pay, who refuse to make sure your insurance is paid, who stacks the regulations of the EPA against you so your food is poisoned, and your water is poisoned, and your air is poisoned, and your bodies are diseased so that you're stuck in this horrible healthcare system. You're pointing your guns in the wrong direction.
Oh shit! My phone! The president's temperament is a mad vow.
Impulsive, stupid, hateful, sexist, he's a monster.
That's how you love the rain.
Cause if you got problems, who gon' solve them? Life ain't fair, but at least you got one. Never gon' figure it out, might as well use that time. Now if I'm fucked up,